Hello and welcome to Face Check. I'm Barry and today I'm going to try and come up with a new deck for a new runner. I was having a look on Netrunner DB earlier and couldn't really find anything for Null. I'm actually not entirely convinced there's any Null decks on Netrunner DB at the moment, as indeed the search came up with 0. So looking into what Null does from the new pack, 23 seconds if you've not already got it. Here Null has an ability, standard 45-15 Anarch, but his ability is once per turn. When you encounter a piece of ice, you may trash one card from your grip. If you do, that ice has -2 strength for the remainder of this run. So pretty strong. You know, Anarch's got the fixed breaker suite in there, they've got Parasite, they've got Data Suckers, got Ice Carver, a lot of things to reduce strength. So I'm just going to try and build something around that. I'm not sure it's this deck's going to be particularly good or anything, but we'll see what we can do. So as I mentioned, gone for the sort of fixed breaker suite. So here we've got Mimic, maximum sort of strength 3. Then we've got Yogg, also sort of strength 3. But then Morning Star is the fixed breaker barrier of choice. Massively expensive to install, really strong to begin with, and being able to get up to 7 with a ID ability is pretty good. Then, as I said, sort of got an ice destruction as well here. The intention being to, quickly get rid of their ice, and it's really necessitated 3 parasites and sort of 3 clone chips to recur them. Similarly, 3 deja vus and 2 retrieval runs, kind of round out the amount of parasite trashing you'll get. Then we want to make the most of this sort of trashing, so Keyhole's been the choice there. Now they're probably going to be purging a relatively decent amount with both Data Sucker and Parasites out there. Plus you don't want an insta purge with Cybernetics virus suite, so Keyhole's a better use there. And then assuming they're trying to keep you out of archives, even just to stop the Data Suckers, Hades Shard, and but while they've left it open, Immolation Script and Retrieval Run will punish them on archives. Further ice destruction, Forked and Spooned. I've not done for any knives. I'm assuming that once Morning Star's out, I'm not going to have any problem with barriers at all. That said, of course, if they were to raise the strength on the Hadrian's Wall or Firewall even significantly, it could be game over if I can't get in to get any Data Sucker tokens. But that is not something people are running, so don't need to worry about it too much. Ice Carver here immediately reduces the ice encountered by 1. Pretty handy. It's not exactly a surprise parasite, but it just makes your parasites that much quicker, lets you get running quicker. If you can reduce the strength on ice by 3, that means your parasite generally only needs to be up 1 or 2 turns before you can get rid of whatever ice you're encountering. Grimoire here is going to provide the 2 MU required for Mimic, which is 1, Morning Star, which is 2, so we're up to 3, then Yogg, which is 4, and Keyhole, which is 5 and 6. But then we need mem strips to support having Data Suckers and Parasites out once your rig is up and running. Now, I've only got one of them in. I could change that out for another, but I find I've not needed all the PCs at this stage. So that may be fine. In terms of draw, not a lot. I've had worse, and my Scorch Protection Sports Hopper can also let you draw 3 cards. And then I've snuck in a Masanori there because we're going to be making a fair number of runs. But that said, we're also going to be making a fair number of probably unsuccessful runs. So whether or not this is a good include, I'm not sure. Maybe swap him for a second mem strips to see it sooner. I mean, again, mem strips isn't brilliant, but it's alright. And that's it. That's like all the cards in here. Money, Sure Gamble, and Liberated Accounts will probably be particularly broke. I think Masanori could be swapped for some more money. Immolation Scripts could maybe be swapped for some more money as well. But this, if you can get into archives, gives you just that really quick burst of getting rid of ice. That's kind of it. So let's give it a play and see how it does. I think I've gone down to 45 cards. I did have a quick play with slightly more. However, you just keep putting things in or taking things out until you get something that actually works. Now again, this doesn't necessarily work, but we'll we'll make the most of it and see how it goes. And then let's see what we've got going on. No friends. Okay. So what am I looking for or not looking for in terms of the corp? Probably anything that goes fast is going to screw me over. Although the hits to AstroScript and breaking news, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Turn 1, ideally, I guess, you know, sure gamble, keyhole into an open R&D, and then just keep trashing whatever ice gets raised there. I'm not particularly fussed about keeping any of my cards, so I'm willing to take a few hits in order to play, in order to get through ice or whatever against Jinseki. But let's see how this one goes. So, got ourselves an opponent. Oh, RP, well, that's fine, because I'm hopefully just going to centrals. Hi, and good luck. And then let's zoom in a little bit here so we can see what's going on. Probably have to zoom back out very, very quickly, but that's okay. So I've got a Hades Shard initially. I don't have much in the way of money. I do have some damage protection though. Still, I'm going to mulligan. So they're kind of what I wanted. So sure gamble into keyhole. But I imagine he's going to protect both centrals on his first turn. However, if not, bonus. It's been a while since I played an RP deck. You know, it's coming back a little bit. I imagine you'll see a lot of Polana post Most Wanted list and new FAQ. But maybe RP's got a place again, actually. The click compression on having to run a central. I don't have much in the way of breakers, but I do have a little bit of damage protection. So he's drawing for the first one. So draw, install, install. Not an uncommon turn. And with 5 credits, that's enough to raise a Kamainu, which I did not want to hit. So, do I risk it is the question. And the answer is probably. So gamble, keyhole, keyhole run. If it is a Kamainu, I lose these 3 but get to draw 3 without I've had worse. And if it's anything else, then I'll just have to deal with it. I've got 3 here to survive, either a snare or a Neuro Katana. Data Pike, fine. Yeah, it fires. And then I will... So I'm going to lose 2 credits there, the run's going to end. But then I might as well have a poke at HQ, I suppose. And jack out. And then, yeah, while HQ is available, will I, won't I? Go on then. Let's see if I can see anything. What's the worst this could be? Pup. How much is pup? 1, 2. Ice wall, that'll keep me out at least. Let's see what he's got. If it is a Jackson, I'll probably trash it. Shinobi. Wowzers. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time building up. I want him to have his Shinobi on his remotes, but he's probably going to put it on a central. I need to get data sucker tokens to get through a Shinobi. I'm not playing David, so you know, David, Yogg, Parasite, they're all on the most wanted list. It's very difficult to get up to speed. It's credit, 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 draw, gamble. I'm not going to make another run into HQ at the moment, but all I need is a Yogg and then I get through that for free. So if I can get it, brilliant. So maybe I should make a punt on HQ again, just to make him spend his money, so he can't res that Shinobi if he puts it over R&D. However, I now have the 2 parts I need to get through a Shinobi, but I'm going to have to start making some runs. Still, forcing the corp to go down to 1 credit on their second turn, gotta hurt them. It gives me a little time to build up. Now I don't have the Chronotype Wildside combo going, just because Wildside's also on the most wanted list now, so I don't have that draw engine. I'm not sure if I want to use I've Had Worse to draw cards, just because any Jinteki deck could have bad times damage, net damage, so this is just kind of an insurance policy almost. And again, he could throw out like a Ronin or something, or anything that could maybe do me a little bit of damage. So I'll keep it just now because I'm not feeling too pressured. I'll draw, maybe install Data Sucker and run Archives, depending on what I draw. Or should I go for it? Should I try and power the advantage while I've got it? Oh, let's see what's in HQ. Well, now he's got a buttload of money. He's going to show me 5 of the 6 cards in hand. The one he's not showing me is probably an agenda. So if he shows me any other agendas, that'll be interesting. Waiting to see what he's going to show me. I don't know why you put your email address as your username, but fine. Guess I can message him afterwards, let him know where to see the video. Well, he's not particularly chatty. So Snare, Future Perfect, Shinobi, Hokusai Grid, which is going down somewhere pretty soon probably, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Only show me 4. Interesting. Does that mean he's got like 3 agendas in hand? Well, I could eat a Snare, depending what this is. Even if that is a Kamainu. I could drop Mimic. Interesting. Now imagine Hokusai Grid's going on R&D as soon as he gets a chance. What's he going to bin though? Assuming the other 2 are agendas. I'm going to draw Data Sucker, run Archives to see whatever he's binned, just because that would actually give me a little bit of information. So draw Data Sucker, run Archives. Yes, no, yes, no. Nothing you can do to stop me, really. Wants to act before the run is successful. You've no other cards out. Not entirely sure what he thinks he can do. Run is now successful. Continue. So the Future Perfect's in there. So yes, I will steal that. But I'm going to bid 0. And I'm going to make you pay money every time I run there. Now he's got the sort of good counter for what I'm up to here with the Cybernetics, so I'm not picking up Data Sucker tokens, but if I can cost them 1 credit every time I run there, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So he might go, I don't know what he might bid for his first one. He spends 1, yeah, Cybernetics, that's fine, and then he's going to purge, also fine. And then I'm going to run Archives again. So now what he's going to have to do is protect Archives. Steal Future Perfect, steal, 0. Again, even if it just costs him 1 every time, nah, that's fine. So that's perhaps a little bit of a mistake. So I reckon he's flooded in his hand. I know he's got a Snare, he showed me the Snare to dissuade me. I've now got Sports Hopper and I've Had Worse. So I could install the Sports Hopper. I need a little bit more money before I can really make an assault on it, but I'm not scared of the Snare is the point. And that may, if I start assaulting HQ, it may take his focus off R&D. Now the only ice I know he's got is Shinobi, and if he's put that on there, interesting. And he's thrown out 2 cards. I'm going to have to go check them because I'm going to have to run HQ. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop Mimic, and then I'm going to draw. Then I'm going to run HQ. Hold up. Yeah, then I'm going to run HQ. If I can make him spend money. Again, like, I'm just short on money in this deck, and I'm not sure what I need. I can't career fair out daily cast or anything. I don't have the influence for that. I almost want to hit a snare here. Steal the Nisei. And I'm assuming one of these is an agenda, but I'm also assuming one of those is a snare. So I am going. I don't want to finish my turn with a tag either, though. Although I don't think he's running much in the way of tag punishment. I will draw. Ah, nice. Although, ultimately, so what? Like, I'm going to get through this for free. Shinobi's got 3 subs. Is one of these a Jackson? Be interested to see what he does. Now Shinobi costs 7, 8 to res. Tell you what, I'll cheat a little bit, go back up the here. Shinobi is 7 to res, yeah, so I was right the first time. So installed a card in server 1 over the top of. All very interesting. But I no longer care about that. I'm dropping Yogg and then I'm going to keyhole 3 times. At which point I just need to credit, run on archives. So Yogg. Oh, MU's over. Get rid of you. Ah, that's maybe a mistake. Doesn't matter. Bust with Yogg. Probably going to get rid of ice more than agendas. Oh, Sunju, you can. Interns. Let's get rid of interns. Then let's do it again. He tried to make me pay 2 there, but that is not what happens. Luckily I had no money, so it didn't make any difference. Let's get rid of. I don't care about Enigma or Data Pike as it happens, so there goes Hokusai Grid. And then once more with Feeling. Let us bin. No, I don't particularly care about Chum either at this point, so let's get rid of Fetal AI. So he's going to have to do something about R&D, because otherwise I'm going in 4 times again. Yeah, not having the MU, that's a problem. Having to get rid of Mimic was far from ideal. So the Tracies are 3 to 1 on Shinobi, so need at least 6 credits, assuming it costs him 7 to res. So 6, 7, 8 credits to get into archives, another 2 for Fetal AI, I need 10. Okay, so I can't really run there, although he does seem to have gone quite heavy on the code gates. But let's just money up a little bit and see if I can find the Grimoire, really. Or is that a bluff? Is it a chum? What's the worst that could happen? I could eat 3. Yeah, I'm going to go for it, because I am mental that way. Cortez Lock, don't care. Shinobi could do 1 then 2, and yes, I can survive for Shinobi. In fact, I can survive pretty much any ice I can think of at the moment, so hashtag YOLO. I do not want an assassin. Fires. So I'll lose all 3 of these, which I'm okay with. Just adjusting my posture. That's fine, and then one more. Oh, that's my money, but so he did one extra damage there, but just drag Mimic back. Because of course Kamainu gains, so let's do Nisei. That'll do me, I guess. I'm gonna run archives, and I'm gonna assume that it is in fact Shinobi. If I've made the mistake here, that is a problem. But let's see if he's got Jackson before anything else happens. But I only need the 2 points in order to win, because I've got 3, 4, 5. I think it was a bit agenda flooded early on. And of course, GG. The end. Yeah, I think I had too many agendas early on. I'll just take the Nisei and that's fine. Steal. Cool beans. So, yep, okay, that worked okay, but I was broke, didn't have AMU. A lot to be learned from that one. Let's go back and have a look at what we've got in the deck. So, deck builder. Let me do some editing. So, Masanori, thinking about it, and having played a couple of previous games, it's too dangerous because you're going to be face checking everything, and getting a tag sucks. I do need memory. Do I take a third Grimoire or a second mem strips? I mean, either's generally fine. Yeah, I'm going to take a second mem strips because if nothing else, it's never really a dead card. They are going to ice up archives against me more than likely. So does Immolation Script really fit into the plan? I might drop it down to a one-off. Get more money. I really need more money. I don't have a massive amount of resources. Shall I? I mean, one daily cast doesn't really seem particularly worth it. What if I go instead? Right, so daily casts 2, and I go 1 fewer liberated accounts. Alright, decent. I definitely need a better money solution. I don't know what the best way of getting money is. In fact, if you knew what the best way of getting money is, then you'd be doing rather well. So let's try one more game as Null. Since I literally didn't get a chance to use my ability at all. And let's see if we can get a little bit more money. Make money. YouTube. We'll go up after the game. Right, so let's see what we're up against. Ooh, Cybernetics minus hand size. Okay, I can live with that. Will do. Another fan. Never heard of me? Okay, it's not surprising. Good luck. So, do I keep? I have Yogg, I have Spooned, I have some kind of money. I don't have any draw on my deck, so I can't afford Earthrises or anything. I'm going to mull again, just hope for, well, a bit of passive income. One of you. Yeah, okay, I'm in. So draw, play, credit. I need to remember I can only have, what's he doing here? Double iced. The remote. Draw, install, gain credit. Now, maybe should have went and checked R&D, but I probably should have while it was open, or maybe HQ. But knowing what he's drawing's useful. So what could these be? Probably the... I'm going to run on it anyway, just because even if it's that defective brain chips agenda, if I can make him spend money, then he can't score it. So plus, you know, no fear. Additionally, I need ice res to be able to parasite it and lower the strength and whatnot. Now I could drop Yogg, I could credit Yogg run. Doesn't seem like the best idea. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run server 1. If he raises a Turing, I will click, click, click. Still got 3, so I'm just going to... Sure, I will click, click. Now Yogg obviously takes care of that. Continue. He's got another one. I'll bust the brain damage and bounce out. Z. 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 Yeah, I mean that's valid. Hit me. Z. Lols. Still I get in, I suppose. Z. Amusing. However, that does mean that this whole thing's invalidated by Yogg. So, Z. Lols. Yeah, it's valid. Actually, I'm playing a stronger together deck. Maybe Zed's not so bad in that. Just because... No, because they'll have someone to break it. Normally they end up using clicks to get through some of the bigger bioroids. But they'll be able to break a strength 2 Z, no doubt. Or strength 3 with lag time. Either way, get through it fine. Cool, so I can run through that without any problems at all. He's maybe going to try and bait me by putting something else in, like if he installs something, credit, but I will Yogg run, and then Yogg gets through Victor for free, without using any clicks, so Z does nothing. So if he installs, which he's not done, okay, so I'm going to draw. Yeah, let's run on R&D. UI. I will jack out and then I'll run HQ. Now with 0 credits, very little we can res. Yep, I'll have you and I'll run HQ one more time. Peak efficiency. Well, that's money, I suppose. I'm going to bin. Forked at this point, I think. I don't really want to get anything, but having a 3 hand size, youch. That sucks. Need me some employee strike action. Blank his ID and get up to 4 cards just. 1 brain damage. Z. Lols. So, got money, drew a card, and then yeah, I was wondering if it was going to peak efficiency there. I'm going to run HQ again. I think he maybe top decked an agenda. Continue. Yep. And then I will... Can't do much else, so I'll just gain a credit. Because the 5 install cost for Yogg is not insignificant. Now it does mean I can run through into HQ whenever I want, and into the remote whenever I want. So what could that be? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go see. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to Yogg. I'm going to run server 1. Bust, bust. Which means Z does nothing. That's the only real problem with Victor, is that Yogg just gets through him for nothing. I'll steal those, and then I will I can get into HQ for free, sure. So now he's got yup, kind of just ruins him. Boom, boom goes the dynamite. GG. So again, another player that was entirely flooded. I mean, he's only gone through 16 cards, and there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of agendas at least. Last one. It's interesting that he put that last, or that self-destruct out. I guess maybe he thought I wouldn't want to eat another brain damage, and obviously I didn't have to, but sometimes you got to bluff where you can and make the most of it. He only had 2 credits, which was why, if I had more money, I might have been a little more reluctant to run on it just for a snare or something, but interesting. That Z though. I don't think I've ever been hit by Z before, so, you know, well played. Hilarious. Okay, so again, my D's done nothing. Should we go for one more game? Let's try it. Tell you what, how long have we been going for? Game doesn't actually tell me time, just tells me how much space it's taken up. Right, one more. New game. No, not runner, that's what I'm playing as. Recorded. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I meant to send that fella the channel. Oh, select deck. Do that. YouTube. I'll see if I can find them afterwards. My channel. I'll copy that for later. Nobody's talking to me here, so if you ever need to talk to somebody, Jinseki, what's his name again? Play. See if I can find him. I'll tell you what, let's leave here. Ah, no, the worst. No, leave you. Oh, there's another Null player. I'll tell you what, maybe we'll go. Oh no, I can't watch him while I'm recording. That'd be rude. Serazar. There you go, so you can copy that. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll maybe make another video later on. I better leave that before anybody gives up any of their secrets. And we'll see how it goes. So, effectively, I don't know how I feel about it now already. Oh no, feck it. I'll be playing another game anyway, so I might as well record it and see if we can actually do something with his ability. Because I've used it a few times and it works pretty well. My biggest issue is getting like keyhole in the opening hand and an open R&D, but no sure gamble. And I'm like, I could see 9 cards here. So drop keyhole, make the 3 runs, and then I'm down to like 1 credit. I've got nothing, and not much I can do. So let's see if we can get one more player, and let's hope that they've got a deck that lets us use our ability. Nobody's playing. Head over to the chat, see what's what. Anybody complaining about anything today? Why would you only ever run fixed strength breakers? Well, that's what I'm doing. The fixed strength breakers need David. Don't know. Nonsense chat. Tell you what I want to see is a deck with Sandberg in it, and I've seen a few of those with sort of screenshots posted up on the Facebook groups. Let's see if it's in here yet. Yeah, it's no image in yet. But if you have at least 10 credits, each piece of ice has +1 strength for every 5 in your credit pool. So once you've got like 40 credits, you know, it's +8 strength. Okay, very hard to get around that. And with David being on the most wanted list as well, you know, you can't just use that to bust it. I mean, I would like to have David's in here for the particularly high strength ice, but along with the sort of cutlery stuff to get rid of it, but not to be. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we're getting another game in at the moment. I'll maybe hang around and play a few more, see what's going on. But until next time, you got any ideas for Null? You know what you should be doing, you know sort of the economy package that I should be running. You know, please leave a message in the comments. We'll see what kind of deck we can build and whether we'll get something on the deck list of the week. But until next time, this is FaceCheck, jacking out.